In the new Dead Rails update, there's a new class, new insane potions that completely change the game, an entire rework to the melee weapon system, an entire new mode, which is actually extremely difficult from what I could tell, and even some insane new mechanics that will make your games a lot more different from one another and a lot more fun. So if you guys enjoyed this update, make sure to like the video, subscribe, comment below what your favorite part of the update was, and let's get right to the video. Turn those notifications on. Now, arguably the best part of the update is the potions, but of course I'm going to be showing you guys the class first. Now guys, I know you're probably tired of hearing this, but this new class is easily the best class in the game right now. And it's not even close. Like, you guys may be thinking, oh, a speed boost or whatever. But first of all, the melee system I'll get to in a second, later in the video. It pretty much makes Vampire pretty bad. So, I'll get to that later on for all you Vampire enjoyers. You're not going to be enjoying it for much longer. But for now, we're doing the Milkman class. Now, the Milkman class actually gets stronger the more liquid you pour it yourself.
I am the Milkman. My milk is delicious.
And it is very questionable. As you guys can see, I am pouring a very unknown substance directly into my face here. And you don't actually need to do this, by the way. You don't need to, like, top down pour it into your face. You can just stand in the puddle that forms when you pour the milk down, and it will actually slowly cover you in milk. Now, you do get stronger the more covered in milk you get. Like, you guys can see in the bottom left there, you are covered in milk. Yes, covered in a white substance. Very nice, Dead Rails. I appreciate that. As you guys can see, it does go up to 100%. And when you're 100%, look at this speed. Now, unfortunately, it does not stack with snake oils or anything like that, but it is extremely good. I mean, like, look at the speed bonus. I'm easily faster than 3 snake oils on Werewolf. I'm pretty sure it might actually be the same speed as snake oil on, like, three snake oils on Werewolf or Vampire. And that is insane. Not only that, I'm going to be just running to the first town. Not only that, but you actually have way higher HP as well. I think you get around like 150 HP. You also regen faster. So you regen faster when enemies hit you. You will actually not die nearly as quick. And you also do way more melee damage. And with the new melee system, I will show you guys the new melee system here in a second when I reach the town. 1 second, I'm taking a break real quick to pour some milk on my face. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Milk is delicious, guys. I'm eating this milk up, bruh. I'm taking a milk break, guys. A little chug sippy break, okay? Don't mind me. I'm taking a little break here to refill on my milk energy, all right? I am gonna pick up some of the milk so I can refill when I get to the actual town. You don't actually need a big puddle at all. Like, this tiny little puddle right here will actually refill my milk to max. So you don't even need that much milk. So make sure not to waste your milk if you're going to be playing this class, guys. And yes, everything here does sound extremely questionable. But please make sure not to waste your milk. Only drop like 10% milk at a time out of the bottle so you can use it for the entire run. And as you guys can see, the speed is absolutely ridiculous. I just ran to the first town. No snake oils or anything. So what I wanted to show you guys was the melee changes, which I'll go into depth more later. But I wanted to show you guys the damage boost. Yes, it's a one-shot. Max milked up Milkman does actually one-shot enemies. And you do have enough HP to tank enemies as well. Like you guys can see here, look at this. Now, I will say, once you reach around, I think it's like 50% milk. Once you reach about 50% milk, you do not actually one-shot anymore. I think it is actually around 70% milk is where you actually one-shot. Dude, the zombie blood is ruining it. The zombie blood's making it impossible. Yo, pick up the zombie blood real quick. Dang, zombie blood ruining it. Give me my milk, bruh. Milk me up. Milk me up right now. Make my bones strong and milk me up. Like I said, guys, you want to conserve your milk as much as possible. This all sounds so bad. Like, there's no good way to say this. I usually make jokes like this, but this is, like, actually crazy. So you guys can see here, I am milked up right now. Boom, one shot. Guess what? Boom, one shot. Boom, one shot. And so there is actually a new charging mechanic where you actually could charge your melee weapon to do more damage. So that is, of course, included with this. And it does actually make it do more damage. And as you guys can see, the Milkman one-shots when you're at 70% or higher. And even when you're lower, you can still two-shot enemies. Not that that's special because other classes can do that as well. Dude, I'm freaking spamming this thing. Look at this. But yeah, the Milkman class is really strong, guys. It's probably the best class in the game right now. It does not boost your gun damage though, so just keep that in mind. But I think that's irrelevant, honestly, because you go so fast. This class is so freaking good, man. It is ridiculously good. All right, guys, so we're gonna get into probably the biggest part of the update, which is all of the new liquids and all of the new potions you can get. And Holy Waters and Molotovs were changed. Holy Waters are still just as good as they were before, but Molotovs are honestly terrible now. So just keep that in mind if you want to use Arsonist class. It's mainly used because it is actually fire immune now. Arsonist class is fire immune, as I'll show you guys here in a second, which is a pretty massive change. But in order to make all of these potions, you will need these liquids here. Kerosene and milk you find throughout the map. There is a small chance of it raining, and that's how you get actually water, or you can just find water around the map. And there is a very small chance of it raining unicorn blood, which you actually do get from killing unicorns, which is kind of messed up, but it's the way you actually do that. Zombie blood, which actually doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna just piece that out. You get from killing zombies. Blood is from outlaws or yourself, and milk, like I said, you find randomly around the map. Now, all of these potions, guys, and these potions are crazy, as I'm about to show you, you just find throughout the entire map. Now, of course, like I said, the priest class got changed, and as you guys probably know, unicorns are insanely hard to find, so they made a way that you can actually get unicorn blood, and you need unicorn blood to make any of the potions in this game, by the way. You could get that by mixing water. You just put water on the ground like this, and it needs to be struck by lightning. Now, you could do this by using holy water or crucifixes or whatever, but you basically just need the lightning to specifically strike right on top of this, and it's not working. But that's actually how you get unicorn blood. You need to strike water with lightning. Actually, you could strike any puddle with lightning, and it will actually do that. But what I wanted to show you guys, first of all, is an absolutely insane concoction that literally lights the entire map on fire. Now, the potion I'm about to show you guys is called Devil's Blood. That's the name of the potion. Now, in order to show this, I'm going to be grabbing a Molotov, because you do actually need to light it on fire after you put it down. So just keep that in mind if you actually want to use this. And just as a forewarning, before I show you guys this absolutely insane potion, never use this potion unless you're playing Arsonist, or if you never intend on going back to that position ever again on the map. Now, in order to make this first potion here, you need to mix kerosene with unicorn blood. So I recommend putting down kerosene first, whatever kerosene you actually have. And then you put down the unicorn blood, and it will actually make this red mixture right there. Now, you do want to leave a tiny bit of kerosene. I think I accidentally took up all the kerosene, but that should be fine still. And as you guys can see, it is a very blood-like substance right here. It is very blood-like, as you guys can see. And yeah, you guys are about to find out something absolutely crazy. This is going to be freaking insane. So, in order to actually use these potions, you do have to drop them on the ground. And with this tiny amount of devil's blood right here, I'm just going to throw a Molotov on it. None of the fire hit the devil's blood. Wait a minute. No! Guys, always when you do this mixture, make sure to leave a tiny bit of kerosene, because I think that's what makes this absolutely insane. So I did switch to the Arsonist class, so I'm not going to die from this. And you guys will see why here in a second. So I need to do this quickly before it evaporates. Molotov on that bad boy. And, yeah, so, basically, this pretty much lights an entire area on fire. As long as there's fire, it will continue eating at the devils. So I'm just going to throw a few more Molotovs to see if I can keep lighting this on fire. And, yeah, as you guys can see, the devil's here. By the way, if you do this and you're playing a normal class, run away immediately or you will actually die. I'm going to free camp so you guys don't have to see the fire. Look at this. Look at this. This entire area is just engulfed in flames. It even goes past where the fire actually reaches. This can help clear out pretty much anything in the game, honestly. Just like, Arsonist is a lot better now, specifically because of this potion, because you won't die from the freaking fire. And trust me, you will die. Fire is insanely hard to get rid of now, guys. Seriously, if you get lit on fire, you will probably die unless you have water on you. And I'm being dead serious when I say that. Now, real quick, I just wanted to show you a short snippet of me trolling my friend with this potion and killing him with it, because I think it's hilarious. So the one I wanted to make, I'll show you real quick. I'm going to put this on the ground first. That was my mistake. I didn't put this. It's called Devil's Blood. And I found out this really, like, funny thing with it. It's like sort of a glitch. Pour this, and then I'm going to pick it up. So we're going to walk over here. You should probably stand in the gunsmith. You should probably stand in the gunsmith so you don't take damage from the fire, okay? I'm gonna pour it out. All right. So I may have lied. The fire mazed you.
So I can't get out, bro. Do I take damage from the fire if I jump?
No, no, you don't take damage from the fire. I lied.
What?
I lied.
Oh my gosh.
I lied.
You have
the entire place is on fire too. What's up?
Jeez, how long does
It lasts until you extinguish yourself, but I'm just gonna throw more fire on you.
Dude, this is like this is so broken.
Alright guys, so the next potion I'm going to be showing you guys is probably like one of the worst ones, but it is a healing potion in case you guys actually care about that. So what you want to do is actually combine blood with unicorn blood, and it will be a healing potion. Now, unfortunately, this potion does not revive friends, which I definitely think it should revive your friends, just because I definitely think it's kind of like a missed opportunity, honestly. But I'm gonna light myself on fire real quick so I could take a bit of damage, so I could show you guys just how good this actually heals. So I'm currently taking damage. I will die unless I get healing. So I'm gonna just drop this on the ground, and this stuff evaporates extremely quickly, by the way, and it does actually heal you, but you have to be covered in it. So you have to be covered in Angel's Tears. And as you guys can see, it does heal somewhat fast, but unfortunately, the special liquids evaporate extremely quickly. So it's literally just a worse snake oil, and you should probably make other potions unless you're in desperate need of healing. Because let's be real, if you need healing, you're probably not going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to hold F on the ground right now and put this liquid on the ground so I can heal myself. Like, that's not going to be happening, guys. So definitely just use snake oils instead, but it is something just to know in case you're about to die and you have some unicorn blood on you. Maybe you just murdered a unicorn or lightning struck a puddle or something. Now, guys, the next one I'm going to be showing you guys, and I will be showing it on enemies afterwards, is going to be something called holy water. Now, I don't know why you would ever make this, because you could just get it through churches, so there's no reason to ever really do this. It's probably going to happen, like, out of your control, because it might happen during, like, storms or anything like that. But as you guys can see, it's literally just water plus unicorn blood to make holy water. And, of course it's white, because why wouldn't it be white? It does look like you can make a lot of it, and it does not evaporate quickly. Like, I have an entire bottle of it, and I have a little bit right here. I'm just going to use this one to show you guys. I don't know why you would ever use it for, like, combat or anything like that, because the normal holy waters are way better because it spawns lightning. But I'll show you guys it in combat real quick. All right, guys, it's time for some potion combat. Alchemist class, am I right, guys? But it doesn't look like holy water evaporates very quickly. So I'm just going to drop some on the ground right here. And stop dropping the liquid. No, my holy water. Pick up the holy water. Pick up the holy water. Pick up the holy water. No, bro, it didn't stop dropping it, man. I'm covered in holy water. What? I'm going to try and get as many of these guys to me as I can at once. All right, get up here. Holy water. Kill them. Kill them, holy water. Holy water does no damage. Holy water sucks. Do not make this potion. Do not make this potion. Do not make this potion. I get it. It's goofy. It's fun to make potions and stuff like that. But this potion is buns, man. This is even worse than the healing one. Do not make this. Do not make that potion. It is really bad. If you're going to do that, you might as well just set yourself on fire. Like, that green fire really does not do that much damage. Like, at all. So, yeah. Do not make this potion, guys. Alright, guys, so the next potion is easily going to be my favorite and is the last of the 4 new potions added to the game. I will show you guys kerosene as well, even though it's basically just, it's like Devil's Blood, but significantly weaker. But basically, to make the next one, it's called Primordial Soup. You need milk and unicorn blood. And what this one does is actually revive enemies. So it is pretty great, all things considered. It's pretty much what Necromancer class should be if it was actually good, as you guys will see here in a second. But I'm going to go ahead and make some soup. I'm about to soup it up right now, man. And of course, milk evaporates insanely slowly, so you're able to get a lot of soup here, guys. And I mean it when I say this, a lot of soup. Like, I might be able to get 2 entire bottles of soup before this evaporates. So there's 1 bottle, and let's see how much soup we get. Soup it up, soup it up, soup it up. So we got, yeah, So we literally got more soup than what we started with. Primordial soup, guys, it's easily, it's one of the easiest ones to make as well, because it is really easy to make a lot of it. And it is actually basically Necromancer class if it's good, like I'll show you guys. All right, guys, so in order to use this potion properly, you do actually need to kill enemies. So I'm just going to milk myself up real quick because I am using the Milkman class, because why wouldn't I be using Milkman? Because I love milk. My milk is delicious. And I'm just going to stand in my milk here for a second, and I do need to grab these. And I'm going to get to 100% milk. And I'm going to kill some enemies, and basically, this potion itself is pretty much just a better Strange Mask. It is literally just a better Strange Mask. It allows you to revive any corpses in the game, just like Strange Mask, and overall, it's just a really great potion. And I do think that it is going to be extremely useful for a lot of people that play the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kill some enemies here. And then what you need to do is just grab their bodies like this. Boy, I'd recommend moving their bodies after you kill them, because they will get zombie blood mixed into it, and it will actually ruin your reaction here. So I'm gonna just drop all the bodies, and then I need my soup. And all you need to do to activate the soup is just drop it on the bodies. That's it. That's all you need to do to activate the soup is just drop it on the bodies. That's literally all you need to do. And it will just start reanimating the enemies the more they get soaked in the soup. Look at this. They're all reanimated. Look at all of my little gremlins here. Now, of course, this isn't extremely strong when you've already cleared the town like I just did. But it is extremely strong. Bro, my allies. Kill them. Dang. But it is extremely strong when you already have bodies to help you kill stuff. So I do think this potion is quite good overall. Just make sure you already have bodies before you actually try to use this potion. Now, guys, there is a new game mode and a new challenge with it called Scorched Earth, which is no classes allowed, kerosene rains during the day, flaming enemies attack at night. And guys, trust me when I say, this is the hardest game mode ever added to the game. Way harder than Nightmare mode. Alright, guys, so here's a small glimpse of the new game mode. So as you guys can see, it is raining, and as you guys can see, in the bottom left of my screen, it says, you are covered in kerosene. And yes, indeed, guys, this game mode is crazy hard. Basically, you are permanently covered in kerosene. Kerosene drops on the ground, so if it gets lit on fire, it's GG for your run, because the entire map will just go up in flames. I actually want to try that. After I'm done showing you guys this, and flaming enemies will spawn randomly throughout the map. Now, at nighttime, there are more flaming enemies that actually spawn, and if I'm being dead honest with you guys, this game mode's really hard. I definitely recommend playing it with friends and not trying to do it solo, because it is so easy to just get randomly lit on fire by an enemy that was either hiding, or an enemy at nighttime that runs up to you and hits you. It's just like a really hard game mode, especially to play solo, because it is so insanely easy to randomly die. And by the way, it is every enemy type. Every enemy in the game has a 25% chance of being lit on fire, and I'll show you guys here in a second what happens when you get lit on fire by an enemy. So in this game mode, if you get lit on fire, boom, you're covered in fire. Look at that. Look at that. Look at my HP, guys. A single hit from a flaming enemy. Look at that. I'm almost dead. And by the way, this sounds crazy, but it's actually easier to die at nighttime than daytime, because in daytime, the kerosene actually overrides the flames. At nighttime, guess what, guys? That is not there. You will just straight up die. You will just straight up die. So be very careful when you play this game mode, guys. And unfortunately, the only reward for it is actually a challenge completion. There's no unique class you get from it or anything like that, which is a little bit lame, but it is what it is, man. Just keep in mind, if you ever want to play this game mode, it is really hard. And yeah, stay safe out there, boys. Alright, guys, so like I mentioned earlier in the video, Melee did get a massive overhaul, and I feel like this is going to be glanced over by a majority of the YouTubers, so you guys need to know about this before the update comes out, because I'm sorry to all of you vampire enjoyers, but it makes this class absolute booty cheeks. So as you guys can see here, if you Melee like where you were before with vampire, even closer than before, it is really hard to hit them. Insanely hard to hit them. Pretty much now you have to hug the enemy to actually hit them, right? And because of how vampire works, you have to hit enemies to heal. And unfortunately, because of how vampire works, because you get damaged in the sunlight, there is almost no way to keep yourself alive now. Vampire is absolute bun. As you guys just saw, that I was having a lot of trouble in just kiting enemies, because to be quite frank, it is pretty much now impossible to kite enemies. You pretty much have to touch them to hit them, because now, because of how the melee system is, you have to hit them with your melee weapon in order to actually do the damage. Of course, it's a big oiled up werewolf trying to interrupt my video. What's new? Now, because of how the melee system is, unironically, Ironclad might actually be worth using now. Dude, this werewolf is going to ruin everything. Can I just... No, I can't. Dude, vampire... Guys, seriously, this melee change... Basically, you have to hold down your mouse button to do a charge attack, which does do more damage. As you guys can see, it is doing a lot of damage. The non-holding attack actually does significantly less damage now. So, it's not really, like, a buff. Like... Every single melee weapon in the game is massively nerfed now, and a lot of these classes that are based on melee weapons are borderline impossible to play. Like Necromancer, guys, it was bad before. It is unplayable now. Genuinely unplayable now. Like, I had 3 snake oils, and I can't even clear a town with vampire anymore. I genuinely can't do anything. Of course, the werewolf was impacting this, but... Guys, seriously, this melee weapon rework, I feel bad for all you vampire players because your class is booty cheeks now. It's time to start eating that milk from the sky, I guess, because Milkman is the new vampire, guys. All right, guys, so like I said before, I wanted to try this out where it's a kerosene raining day, which is every day in Scorched Earth, by the way. And like I said before, this rain can be replaced with, like, unicorn blood and things like that, which will actually be, like, extremely good. But what I wanted to see was this. I wanted to see what if you were crazy enough to throw down a Molotov during one of these storms. I want to see what would happen, guys. All right, so it looks like, of course, you do have the flames on the ground. None of the kerosene is actually hitting the flames. I just lit myself on fire. So it looks like it doesn't really impact it all that much because the kerosene is so spread out on the ground. Maybe, ooh, I need to try Devil's Blood. All right, I was fortunate enough to get Molotovs in the starting area again. Guys, this one might actually be crazy. I have a feeling that this one is going to be a lot more devastating. Guys, never do this if you want to beat this game mode because you're classless, so Arsonist is literally useless. Never do this if you ever want to beat this game mode, guys. Seriously. But I need to try it. All right, that's good. Light that bad boy on fire. Let's see what Devil's Blood with the... I have a feeling that this is about to, like, spread compared to before. Maybe it depends on the amount of Devil's Blood. I know it's kind of hard to make Devil's Blood because you need a lot of unicorn blood to make a lot of it. It is still raining inside of the fire. Let me throw another Molotov. Oh my gosh, it's growing, like, way faster. Oh my god. Oh, wait, I just realized something. Because of how it works, this is basically kerosene. This is basically kerosene. So every single time a kerosene raindrop touches it, it grows. It's literally infinite. It's actually infinite. It's never gonna stop growing. Oh my gosh. It's still growing. Oh, it's not raining anymore because I'm underneath something. Okay. Wait, I might die. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, hoo, 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 hoo. If I stand out here, will it still grow? Yes, it does. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Wait, I need to actually walk away for a minute or I'm gonna die while doing this. Look at this. Wait, is it the... Oh my gosh. Oh my... Dude. It's literally the entire town. Dude. And you can make it infinitely grow because of the kerosene rain. It doesn't ever stop. Oh my gosh. That is actually crazy. Look at this. But yeah, guys, that's actually going to be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to comment below what your favorite part of the update was. And hope to see you next one, guys. Make sure to ring that bell for the notifications and join my Discord if you ever want to be in my videos in the future.